What up, fam? It's your boy She Love Eli, and I'm doing. Hold on, and I'm doing. Does Gucci Man hate Jake Paul? Does he, you guys? Does he really? Does he? But, but anyways, subscribe to my page if you haven't subscribed. For the yes. Anyways, let's get to it.
No, I can't do it. I already listened to this shit once. We're skipping all this bullshit. We're going to the Gucci verse. We're gonna go to the only part of this video that might have any redeeming value. Let's skip all this shit.
Wow, it's cold.
Alright, so first things first, I just want you guys to sit back and imagine how this video shoot went. Somebody at some point from Gucci's team took Jake Paul aside and said to Jake Paul, you got like a 5-foot radius that we need to keep from you and Gucci Mane at all times so that people will know that he doesn't really fuck with you. There's a lot of real subtle hints in this video that prove how much Gucci Mane does not care about the existence of Jake Paul. And that's really kind of my purpose here, is to fill y'all in. Because you know that if Jake Paul had his way, they would have filmed, 18 different shots together. Jake with his arm around him, French kiss. Jake Paul would have loved for this video to play out as anything other than what it actually is, which is just an obvious testament to their non-BFF status. Gucci Mane gave Jake Paul one shot, one take on the verse, which is pretty incredible when you consider that this is the same Gucci Mane for years and years was doing a feature for anybody who wanted one down south in Atlanta, whatever. I bet that these guys were not paying him that much, 5, 10 grand. For Gucci, a small amount, probably mostly like local dope dealers and jack boys, shit like that. And, they want a verse from Gucci, and Gucci would do it just for the love and everything. And he showed way more love to these guys who are presumably paying him a million times less than he's getting paid from Jake Paul. For one reason only is because Gucci Mane's a motherfucking trap god, and he supports the streets. He doesn't give a fuck about Jake Paul. He's doing everything possible within this video to let us know that.
I'm all the way in NYC. It's all about the cheese. You getting money, so are we, man. I rotate some teams.
You see, Gucci gave Jake Paul just a single bird here. It's always interesting to see what rappers use to fill up the space on the guest verse when they don't have enough footage to work with, which is actually a somewhat common problem. And it's funny that Jake Paul's logic here dictates that while Gucci Mane is rapping, if he's not really going to be on camera, if they don't have anything interesting to show, why not just show lots of pics of him and his bros throwing down, doing bro stuff? That's what it's all about. Huge L was taken here if you really think about it. Gucci Mane, 10-17. Jake Paul, Team 10. I bet that was in the contract too. At no point is Jake Paul allowed to make any reference to Team 10-17 because that's just so obvious. And also the other thing about it, Jake Paul is probably so culturally ignorant that he didn't even notice that Gucci's crew is called 10-17. His thing is called Team 10. It'd be an obvious synergy. Jake Paul didn't think like that. Jake Paul sucks at rapping. He didn't include it in his verse. He also apparently sucks at thinking because he didn't even think of it.
I might pull up in a Lamborghini painted green. Wow. Walk back on the scene. You ain't hurt, man. I'm the king.
There's a direct correlation, I think, between how much jewelry a rapper wears when he goes to do the feature in your video, as well as just what he's wearing in general. Like, if you look at this video, this is basically as close to being naked as Gucci Mane would possibly be.
I swear, bro, he usually wear more chains than that.
Gucci Mane, anybody who's ever seen him on Snapchat, anything, he's got a ridiculous amount of jewelry. This chain, very understated. It's just a tiny little 10-17. It's really not anything too out of the ordinary. Kind of a way of letting you know that he really doesn't give a fuck about this. Also, let's take a look at the shirt. He's wearing his own Gucci Mane Supreme collab from a couple of months ago. I know, Supreme, popular brand. This shirt is somewhat
expensive. Gucci Mane mad dirty for this shit, bro. For real. If you really thinking like that.
Shirt and go into your video. If I show up in an Old Navy shirt, that's kind of like me saying, hey, I don't give a fuck about you. You're worth
right.
For Gucci, it's
right.
Like, no. He doesn't wear this shit normally. He's got a whole closet full of Gucci and whatever, all kinds of crazy brands. And he's out here wearing his own merch and his smallest chain. Yeah, that's just his way of saying, hey, Jake, suck a dick. It gets even crazier when you actually look at what it says on his hat. Look at his hat. Look what it says on it. It's a jewelry store in Atlanta. You know what this means to me? This means that Gucci actually went and got a brand deal to put it inside of Jake Paul's video. So he's making money in multiple different ways. He's repping robbing some random ass fucking jewelry store in Atlanta. Probably made a little money off that. I like it.
I rap like I'm producing, but don't know how to do it. They rapping about that Pyrex, but don't know how to use it.
When Gucci says they rapping about that Pyrex but don't know how to use it, that really just made me think, like, okay, was that a Jake Paul diss? Probably not, because Jake Paul probably doesn't even know what the Pyrex reference means there. But it sort of led me down a different path. I wish that Jake Paul had really sort of embodied more of like the 2010, 11 era, like drill style. Like, I really think that maybe Jake Paul would have a better chance of being taken seriously within the rap game if he were to just go all in. I'm talking about like Fredo, Chief Keef, 20 pounds of weed, big backwoods everywhere, fucking 40 pints of activists, thirsty ass hoes in the background. I'd like to see Jake Paul in that environment, cooking up fake coke in the fucking living room. I'd like to see Jake Paul cooking up crack. It doesn't even have to make sense at all, but I feel like that would be more of an authentic representation of what Jake Paul's all about.
In 1997, I would pull up in a Buick. Now every day I'm changing cars, it's kind of getting confusing.
Look at this scene right here where Jake Paul feels the need to take it upon himself to really like emphasize Gucci's lyrics. Oh, he said he's confused. He's got so many cars. They're all different colors. He doesn't know what to do. He's confused. Oh, I'm Gucci man. I got too many cars. I don't know what to do. Jake Paul heard that and thought to himself, you know what? Fans out there, they might not understand that it's kind of a deep-seated hip-hop reference. I'm going to let the fans know what he's talking about. Oh, I'm going crazy. What is this? This is crazy. Just the fact that Jake Paul felt the need to do this just shows his complete total lack of respect for the culture. You don't pantomime different things during Gucci's verse. You just let him do it. If Jake Paul had any respect for the culture, he would have gone off camera and just let Gucci do his own thing. Really, there's something so distasteful about him even having the nerve to be on camera with the trap god. Also, see these glasses? I know these glasses are expensive and everything, but I just want to throw this out there.
Ooh, let my hair floating.
I love those glasses because it just makes me think, like, if I threw a brick at you and it hit those glasses, it would have a much more dramatic effect as the glasses exploded off of your face. That's just all I think about. God, there's something about this video that just really makes me wish that dire physical harm would occur in Jake Paul's life.
Every day my lady make me stand up like a pool stick.
You see what he just did there? Every day my lady make me stand up like a pool stick. You get it? Gucci Mane famously went to jail for beating the shit out of a dude with a pool stick. Nowadays, things have changed. Did he get a penis implant? I don't know. But now his dick looks like a pool stick. That's huge. To be totally honest with you, I don't want a pool stick sized dick. It's too big. Way too big. I don't even know if I believe that. I've seen Gucci Mane in shorts before. I didn't see no damn pool stick. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool though, that he like went from like almost killing people with a pool stick and now he's just like comparing his dick to a pool stick. It's nice to see the evolution of the man. Penis enlargement surgery though, that's some real boss shit.
And every day the paparazzi put me in a news clip. And every day I try not hit nobody with the full clip.
This is the moment right here, I think, where I'm just really fed up with Jake Paul using his Gucci shoes and just showing off all his different Gucci items of clothing and stuff. Oh, God, it's a Gucci main feature. Look, I've got all these different Gucci shoes. It's in the mall.
Gucci makes the finest sweatpants that you can buy in the mall.
You get it. It's like $500. We know you're rich. The joke's not funny. It's not like, oh, it's Gucci Mane and I'm wearing Gucci. This is bad B-roll. You could have done a lot better than this, Jake.
From East Atlanta, not the shop, but I'm back on my push.
I bet Gucci kind of wanted to hit Jake Paul with the full clip. I bet that this is actually probably like the closest that Gucci Mane has been to violating his probation, viciously attacking somebody since he got out of jail. It was probably just when he looked over at Jake Paul during this video. This guy. This is rap these days. This is what's going on. I bet that there was like a part of him that was like, man, I bet I could get this guy taken care of. Gucci to me is such a father figure that to me, the opportunity to take Jake Paul out, that he probably like sees the benefit in that. I'm not saying that Jake Paul was part of this plan. I'm not saying that Gucci Mane was actually going to do this, but I'd like to think that it at least crossed his mind.
Hit 100 up the Malibu coast at Blue 100,000 now your girl and Jake Paul a
You know, like before I wrap this up, I just want to say the really disturbing thing here is that Jake Paul apparently writes his own lyrics, because there's no way that he hired anybody to write this shit and they actually fucked it up this bad. It's like, how egotistical do you have to be to suck this bad at rapping and then still write your own raps? I don't know how to work on my car. I don't know how to fix my fucking pipes at the house. I don't know how to fix the plumbing. So I don't do it. I'm humble enough that I can just accept that maybe I'm just not meant to work on cars. I don't know anything about it. I pay somebody else to do it for me. Jake Paul, man, maybe you should just take notes here and just be like, you know what? If I can't rap, if I suck at rapping, maybe I should get a professional to help me out. There's a million motherfuckers on earth who could rap better than this guy. Really, probably almost everyone on earth could rap better than Jake Paul. You know, as far as Gucci Mane verses go, you know, I heard about a trillion of them. This is pretty standard. This is pretty much like the most basic, just sort of phoned in.
Well, hey man, that man only did one verse. Yo. Anyway, shoot. Man, Was he speaking the truth? Or was he lying? The woman never knows, man. But anyways, subscribe to this page. Your boy out. Peace, love, stay humble.